I'm back here with the family sponsorship information on farms today. I'm Kamaljeet here, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I've been sharing some information earlier also through my videos. And if you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel and like and share them. So last time I was sharing about a checklist, a document checklist that you must keep as your reference mark. So the list will tell you about the documents and photos, identity documents that you need to submit, along with the information of the forms that you need to complete and submit. This is an online application, so these forms will be online, but yet you need to get the information as it is required in the forms. So before I move further, if you are going to retain a representative, somebody who is going to assist you with the application, who is going to submit it on your behalf, so you must be able to submit an authorization for this person on the authorized representative form, IMM 5476. And if you want you want to designate a person to gather information from IRCC on your behalf, please complete IMM 5475. And the other online forms that are in the portal, like I said, this is an online application. So you need to complete the digital forms that are generic application form for Canada. It is called IMM 0008. Then it is the Schedule A, background and declaration form. It is IMM 5669. There is a family information form, that is the additional family information, IMM 5406. And there is a form for your travel information. If you have traveled as a principal applicant, the supplementary information form, it is IMM 5562. If it applies to you, you need to complete that. So as a sponsor, if you are a sponsor, you will need to download these forms to complete. You will need to digitally sign along with the principal applicant the forms which are, an undertaking form. This is called application to sponsor, sponsorship agreement, and undertaking. It is the number of the form is IMM 1344. And there is another form which will, in which you need to explain about your relationship to the sponsor, how you met, and it will have detailed sections where you need to identify and explain with dates about your relationship, your marriage, everything. So this form is Relationship Information and Sponsorship Evaluation Form, IMM 5532. To digitally sign the form, you must first complete the form and then select Print to PDF. And this will create a new version of the form that will be digitally signed. And so also remember, if the principal applicant is a minor child who is under 18, their parent or legal guardian must sign the forms and consent and declaration on their behalf. So whenever we are completing these forms, you must refer to country-specific requirements when you are going online. It will tell you that whatever country you're from, there might be specific additional information that is required that you need to submit. So it could be, maybe a little more about travel history. It could be a little bit more about some government jobs, military services, any information like that. They will come under the country-specific instructions for you. So, and then you will, I also shared last time that you need to submit police certificates. If you or your family members are 18 years of age and older, they need to provide a valid police certificate for any country other than Canada. So if you are in Canada, then you do not need to provide the Canadian police clearance certificate. So you need to provide digital photos for your application, for the permanent residence application. And the sizes are available on the website. It always depends on the application you are doing. If you are doing a permanent resident application, you have to select, search for the permanent resident photo size and use that digital photo for your submission. So I hope you have understood a little bit about this, but there is something that you need to understand, that all the information that you're providing in your forms does become a record with the Government of Canada. And secondly, if there are certain things that you need to explain, you say that, well, this is true, but this is not really like that. Or a certain situation that may or may not apply. It is somewhat a gray area where you want to explain and elaborate a little bit more. You must add additional documents and provide an explanation along with that information, so that the officer looking at the application is able to understand as to what's going on here. And at the end, the declaration statement, you need to read, when you're before submission, you need to read the declaration statement and then sign the form digitally so that the application can be submitted. But if there are any, fields or somewhere you have missed, there's something that is not correct, something is missing, signatures are missing, the application will be returned to you. And it will be a waste of your time and effort, because you will have to review your application, resubmit it, redo it. So definitely take time to understand, the correctness of the application and the completeness. So there is another form that is called the Sponsorship Evaluation Form, IMM 5481. And the sponsor will need to fill out this form if sponsoring only a dependent child who has no dependent children of their own. So, but if the sponsoring dependent, if sponsoring a dependent who has a dependent child of their own, you will need to fill out a financial evaluation form, that is IMM 1283. This will help IRCC, that is Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, to assess your past and current obligations. Like if you have sponsored someone before, and if there were any loans or anything that needs to be repaid, they will be able to see your obligations with the Canadian government or provinces. To any, based on any sponsorship undertakings that you have signed before. This is important because it's important to realize the importance of the undertaking that you are doing, the IMM 1344 that you sign every time when you sponsor a person. It is a very important form, and you must realize that you are obligated as a sponsor to take care of the person you are sponsoring, the principal applicant. And the number of years you are responsible for will depend on the person, the principal applicant you are sponsoring. So definitely reach out to me if you need any further assistance. And I'm very happy to assist. My contact information is below. And I will be sharing more videos on related to Canadian immigration. And we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.